It is a dimension as vast as space, and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pits of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call Hardin-Central English.
Frodo! I'm here, Sam. Just throw it in. Throw it in. Just throw it in the trash. What are you waiting for? Just let it go. Netflix is mine.
Precious is all mine.
I need it. Come on, Mr. Frodo. Mr. Planner is coming.
Aw, man.
It's easy when you play with a bunch of rejects and a fat kid freeze.
Watch it, Limle.
What'd you say, Blondie?
I said y'all are insults to the game, except for Freeze, y'all shouldn't even be playing the game.
Come on, we'll take you on right here, right now.
Yeah.
Ain't even good enough to lick the dirt off our cleats.
Watch it, jerk.
Oh, you're talking to me? I thought you only talked behind my back.
My phone battery lasts longer than your relationships.
Too bad you can't count jumping to conclusions and running your mouth as exercise.
Don't you get tired of putting makeup on two faces every morning?
I'd smack you, but that'd be animal abuse.
You bet you can't Photoshop your personality.
Go eat another cheeseburger.
You play ball like a girl.
What did you say to me?
You heard me.
Tomorrow, noon, at our field. Be there, brown nose.
We will Barbie wannabe. Come on,
Come
guys.
on, let's go.
Yeah.
And 2, and... Connolly, get your butt back on the kid. We'll stay as long as we need until one of you idiots can play in time. Let's go. 1, and 2, and... Stop. Looks like that might be all night. Count, and 2, and... Not my freaking tempo! Out. Sorry to put you guys through this. If you need to take a dump or get a coffee, now would probably be a good time to do that. I'm gonna stay here until I can find a drummer that can actually play in time. I apologize to the musicians in here. Seriously, take 10, 20, an hour. You hear that, you idiots? We're gonna stay here until one of you can crap me out perfect 400s. I'll tell him, get your butt back on the kit. Is that really the fastest you can play, you popsicle sucker? Get off my kid. No wonder mommy ran out on you. Oh, here comes Mr. Pride himself. Unfortunately, this is not a Bette Midler concert, and we will not be serving Cosmopolitans in Baked Alaska, so please, drum faster. 1, and 2, and... Not even freaking close. You, with the Irish patty cracker. Although you do look like a bit of a leprechaun. I think I'm gonna start calling you Flannery. No, go ahead, take your time some more.
Oh, you
Get off the kid. Get off. Let's move. Oh, here she is again. What are you looking for down there? Pot of gold? Oh yeah, that's been your problem the whole time, right? Your seat was too high. But you have it now, right? Alright, let's go. Neiman, get back on the kid.
Slow down.
Faster! 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 Faster!
Alright, you're in the part. Clean your blood off my kid.
Step away from the box.
Well. You've come to stop me, I guess. If you have, it's already too late.
Come on, don't do this.
Can't you see that I'm doing everybody a favor?
If you do this, you won't be doing anyone a favor.
I thought you understood.
I do understand, but...
Then help me. Can't you see? The kids in the school, they turn on each other without a second thought. Friends turn on friend. You can't trust anyone. Why shouldn't they suffer?
Why don't you understand? You can't change the world by hurting people.
That's the only way to make people listen.
Life is suffering and people can be awful, but you have a choice. You can come with me and we can get rid of the box before anyone gets hurt, or I can stop you.
Don't you see? All the horrible people in this school, in this world, have to be punished. You can help me. We can teach this girl, the school, a lesson together. Let's finish what we've started.
I can't help you, and I can't let you do this.
Come on, Veronica. We can do this together.
Not gonna happen!
We can stop the evil in this world together. You know that the only place that the Heathers and the Marthas can get along is in...
I wish your mom had been a little stronger. I wish he'd stayed around a little longer. I wish your
Why shouldn't we cause the ones who make us miserable misery?
Because that's not how it works.
It's just a small scratch. It's just gonna leave a little scar.
A little scar. That's nothing. Look at this. A dogfish bit me in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah? Ice skating got pushed over by a 5-year-old.
Look at this. Dogfish bit me in the Bahamas.
Wait a minute.
What is that?
What? This thing?
Would you get pushed over by a 5-year-old ice skating?
Got it when I was on the USSR. Are you going to the mall later?
No, we are not. Now please, continue your story.
It happened when we were on the USS Indianapolis.
Oh.
Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side of the ship. When it thudded, it was like when a chicken with its head cut off runs into a barn door. It was on our way back from Netherlands.
Wait, what?
Shut up.
We had just delivered the candy to Santa Claus from the Easter Bunny, the Poseidon candy. 1,100 men went into water. We didn't see a first shark for about half an hour. Tiger. You know how you know that in the water? We gotta look at the tails at the door.
We didn't know was that our candy mission was so secret, no distress signal was sent. Very first sight, Chief, sharks come cruising by, so we formed into tight groups. You know, if we are in groups, they might think we are like a giant space squid or something. Seen one of those. They are scary. The idea was the shark comes to the nearest man. That man, he starts pounding and hollering, and sometimes that shark, he goes away. But sometimes he wouldn't. Sometimes that space squid was just too tasty. Sometimes that shark looked right at you, right into your eyes. And the thing about a shark is, he got life-size black eyes, like doll eyes. I mean, that kind of makes me think of Annabelle or something. I mean, gosh. When he comes at you, he doesn't even seem to be living until he bites you. And that's when his eyes roll over from black to white. And that's when you hear it, that high-pitched scream. Like when Michael Jackson grabs himself and goes, hee hee. The ocean turns red, like Kool-Aid red. Like I thought I heard, oh yeah, when I saw it. Despite all your pounding and your hollering, those sharks come in and they rip you to pieces. And not Reese's Pieces. You know, by the end of that first dawn, lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks there were, maybe 1,000. I do know how many men. They averaged 6 an hour. Thursday morning, Chief, I've been to a friend of mine, Herbie Robinson from Cleveland, Ohio. He was a Buckeyes, played for college. I thought he was asleep. Reached over to him to wake him up. He bobbed up, down in the water. He was like a kind of top, upended. Well, he'd been bitten half below the waist. I thought that was he. And knew on the 5th day, a Lockheed Ventura swung in low, and he spotted us. A young pilot, a lot younger than Mr. Bullrug here. Anyway, he spotted us, and a few hours later, a big old fat PBY come down and started to pick us up. You know, that was the time I was most frightened. Sitting there, waiting for my turn, I never put a life jacket on again. So, 1,100 men went to the water. 360 men came out. The sharks took the rest. June the 29th, 2011. Anyway, we delivered the candy.
Now, Mason, I'm going to assume you know who we are. And if you know who we are, you know that we're not in the hostage-taking business. We're in the hunting freshman business. And cousin, business is booming. That leaves 2 ways we can play this out. Either we hit you, or we let you go. Now, whether or not you leave this area unharmed or not completely depends upon you. Now, a list of freshmen here. You're going to tell us who they are and where they're at. Don't even try to hide certain friends, because we will find them, all.
One way or another.
You can't expect me to divulge information that would put freshmen's well-beings in danger.
Well, Mason, that's where you're wrong, because that's exactly what I expect. I need to know about freshmen hiding in classes. And you need to tell me, right now. Now take your stupid little finger and point out on the schedule and roster here where the party's being held.
I respectfully refuse, sir.
Right behind the head. Idiot.
Now that's Victor Petrov. Well, you might know him better by his nickname, Senor Bear. Now, you've heard of us, you've got to have heard of Senor Bear. Now, Mason, I'm gonna ask you one more time, and if you still respectfully refuse, I'm calling Senor Bear over here, and he's gonna take that big paddle of his, he's gonna beat your brains off. Now, why don't you take your finger and point out on the schedule what it is I want to know?
Screw you and your senior dogs.
And we're all tickled you said that. Frankly, watching Frank beat people with the paddle is the closest we ever get to watching a movie in school. Frank!
Yeah.
Got a freshman here that wants to take the beating for his class. Oblige him.
I'll beat you black and blue if you don't spit out the information we need. You really don't want to take this kind of beating for your class.
Easy, Frank. They're no use to us if they're too hurt to speak.
Just once. Let me get one good swing at them.
You remember what happened to that last freshman we did that to?
He deserved every bit of that beating. I'd be crapping my pants now if I were you. Listen to me now. If you don't give us what we need, we're gonna hurt you.
We're not gonna hurt you unless we need to.
We're gonna hurt you anyways.
No, we won't.
My dad was a nom.
That has nothing to do with what we're doing here. Get away! Get him!
They've been bombarded with homework this whole fourth quarter. I don't know if there's anything we can do, Timothy. I know, Arthur. If something doesn't change, my mind might just fry.
There must be something we can do.
There's nothing we can do. We've been cornered. I don't even know if we can stop it. We should get to class. I sure hope something happens.
Come a little close when you say. Alright, take your seats so I can explain this essay and give you an example. Alright, your essay is going to contain 3 parts. An intro, 3 bodies, and a conclusion. It's going to be over your favorite song and how it makes you feel. I'm going to show you mine as an example.
Well, here comes our emotionally unstable teacher. Here comes the waterworks.
He's just a big old unstable teddy bear. Give him a break.
Trying to, while you're talking, I'm trying to give you an example of what to do. When you don't know what to do later on, don't come crying to me. Continuing on. What just happened? Why did that shut off? The computer's also off. What's going on?
It's happening. Something happened to the projector and the computer.
Like the Lord.
Alright, sorry, this is going to be postponed for a little bit. It seems like the whole school's having technical difficulties.
Yes! What actually happened? I don't know, but it sounds serious.
So what happened, Mr. Morin?
I don't know. I tried to pull up an example essay to show them, and it just went out.
Well, the projector looks fried. Not much I can do to help you, Chief.
Okay, 2 things. First, don't call me chief. Second, you're telling me you can't do the one thing you were hired to do?
Well, maybe if the school wasn't so cheap, they wouldn't crap out on you.
Well, we can chalk this up as yet another thing that has ended in my life because I shared my feelings with it.
What is your name?
King Billy!
What is your quest?
To get across the bridge!
What is your favorite color?
Blue!
What is your name?
King Norman!
What is your quest?
To get across that bridge!
What is the capital of Missouri?
Sacramento!
What is your name?
King Chuck!
What is your quest?
To get across that bridge!
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
English or European? Pilar. Hi, my name is Walter Sobchak. This is my associate Geofrey Lebowski. We came to talk about little Larry. May we come in?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. That's him, dude. And a good day to you, sir.
I'm offering
Please sit down. Larry, sweetie, the man is here.
Is he? Does he still write?
Oh, no, he has health problems.
Sir, I just want to say on a personal level that we both really enormous fans. Branded, especially the early episodes, truly a source of inspiration.
Sit down, Larry. This is the police.
Oh no, we're not the police exactly. I didn't want to give that impression. We were hoping that wouldn't be necessary. But that's up to little Larry here. Is this your homework, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
We know it's your homework, man.
Is this your homework? Is this your...
Ask him about the car, man.
Is this yours, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
We know it's his homework. Where's the freaking money, man?
Larry, have you ever heard of Vietnam?
Oh my God.
Listen, you are entering a world of pain, son. You're entering a world of pain.
Jesus Christ.
Is this... We know that this is your homework, and we know that you stole that car, Larry.
And the money.
Yeah, and the money. And we know that this is your homework.
We're gonna cut your fingers off, Larry.
Larry, you're killing your father. This is pointless. Thanks for taking care of my girl while I was away.
We're not exactly friends here.
What do you mean?
Well, you've been off playing games. We've been stuck here, trying to clean up your mess. You almost single-handedly derailed her entire career. She'll never say this to you. She loves you too much. How long do you think that'll last, Jack? It'll never be enough for you. Don't you understand? She looks like a joke because of you. It's embarrassing. It's just a matter of time before it all comes crumbling down.
It'll all be okay now. Things will be better now that you've given up Red Dead.
Your music to my eyes.
Right?
I had to listen just to
Jack?
find you.
That's right. Nothing to worry about.
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can remember your name, because there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la.
Shouldn't have eaten so much of that buffet.
Come on, brother. Let's go.
Give me a second.
Come on. Push, Arthur.
Thank you.
I'll never love again.
These English students wish to shed honor upon their favorite films. They suddenly realized that there were no Scorseses among them. Ultimately, they learned that these masterpieces are best left unspoofed. They learned this harsh lesson as they passed through the halls of Hardin-Central.